everybody, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the Mythical Woods and the Survival Challenge. So, I want to say, first of all, thank you very much for the feedback, mainly Milk That Hen and Jack Sarge Painting for giving us feedback on where to go with this series. As you can see, it is pretty dark still, 25 past 4, and I had a couple of good suggestions actually, so Milk the Hen suggested potentially changing the fixed visuals, so fixed visual month. So I could do that. Now, if I have a little play about with that just now, and say put it into August, look at that. We've got daylight all the time. But in all honesty, I do really enjoy it, having the weather and stuff and the light changing over the year. It's just on this map it's quite significant. So yeah, so as you've probably seen from the thumbnail, we're going to move maps. Now what I've done is I have done a fair bit of work off screen to set up a new map. But we are going to continue for a little bit on this episode just to get everything finished off, and onto the new map. So what we're going to do first of all, we're going to sell this tractor. This was always a get us going tractor anyway, and if we go into the shop just now, on sale we have a John Deere 6030 4-cylinder in the deals, so 35 grand for that, 40% off. So we're going to go ahead and get that, I think. So the other thing we're going to do, we're going to sell this plough, because we've got the Alice Chalmers now. We can afford to get a bigger plough, and yeah, that's going to just speed up creating fields, etc. in the future. So in as well as that, we're going to sell the front loader here and get us a matching one for our John Deere. So let's get these things, what am I doing? Let's get these things sold. Not going to get a great deal for that, but the same with this, but it's something's better than nothing. There we go. So 80,000 in the bank now. So like I said, we're going to buy this. We'll keep it as the 85 horsepower just now. I'm going to change it to Continental tyres because that will give us an option for narrows as well. And then won't bother with beacon, we will get extra lights, and then front weight we won't bother just now, but we'll get the front load attacher and no plate. So 37,476. There we go. And then we also need front loader, so we'll go for that, get it in John Deere green, and that, and then finally we need the plough as well. So we are going to go for the case chisel plough, I think, and we'll get that at 5.2 meters, so 12 grand for that. So see where we're at over here, and yeah, we are good to go. So, oh, get that on there, and then this is literally for transportation because this tractor will never run this, but there we go. It's got a lovely meaty growl, this tractor. It is good. So what I'll do is we're going to take this over to the farm. We'll then rest overnight, and then I'm going to get a little bit of logging done, and then we'll probably transition over to our, or should we? No, what we'll do, we'll get this over to the farm. Just trying to think now. No, we'll get over to the farm, we'll transition overnight, so we've got a bit of daylight. We'll have a quick tidy up around the farm, and then we'll then get ourselves moved over to our new start. But I might do a little bit of logging in the morning just to earn some cash to take across to our new map as well. The idea is that what we'll do is we will just literally let's just park this up over here. We will literally there we go. We will literally set everything up on the other map as we are now, so any money I have in the bank will start with the same amount of money, same equipment, all that sort of stuff. So there might be a couple of little changes of equipment along the way because we'll need to I might just swap a few things out just to make a little bit of a difference, but generally everything will be exactly the same, so we won't be cheating anything. It'll all work out the same. So got a little bit of wood there, and as I said, we will see you in the morning. Right, good morning everyone. It's 11:20 and it's still pretty dark, but just been down to the stores. Reason being, we have bought ourselves a log trailer and a log grab. I just realised last night as I was packing everything away that actually we've got no way of picking up these logs just now, so it kind of makes sense. So we have we got some income overnight from the greenhouses and the sawmill, so basically invested that money in these things. So the log trailer was 4.5 grand, and the log grab's about 3.5, so I think this will certainly do the job and allow us just to collect more wood as a result. So if I can get it lined up correctly, that is. It looks like the John Deere's managing 2 logs no problem, so there we go. There's 2 on there, so we'll get these ones picked up as well. And then once these are picked up, then we can get them across to the sawmill, and I'll get them stacked up and see where we are. So I hope everyone's well. As I said at the start of this episode, I could carry on with this series on this map, but I prefer to keep the visual visual month active, so, and it just means we can have a bit of a fresh start as well, but not totally start again. Hope you enjoyed the map choice as well. It's a map that I've wanted to play on but haven't had an opportunity, so I think yeah, before Farming Simulator 25 finishes, it'll be a good chance to play on that as well. As far as other series go, my Panier series is almost finished, so that'll be finished within this week as well, I think, and we are going to start one more series up to take us to Farming Simulator 25, and yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy that as well. Right, let's get these in here. But yeah, not long till Farming Simulator 25 now. This is obviously coming out in start of September, so we've got just over a month, about 6 weeks, and it will be upon us. And I'm really looking forward to it, actually. It's going to be a good refresh of the game, and the visuals are looking pretty awesome. Some of the details they've put in, the Giants put into the game now, I think it's going to be really fun to play. And like any new game nowadays, it seems there will be some sort of come on, off you come. What's going on with this? There we go. Yeah, like any new game nowadays, there is always going to be some teething problems to start, I'm sure, but yeah, we just need to wait and see what happens, don't we? I think the biggest feature I'm looking forward to the new game is yeah, I think it's just the new visuals and it potentially the Xbox playing the game to its full potential, as opposed to now it's far from optimized. And yeah, I do hope that the new game does go some way to improving, especially the graphics, the draw distance and things for that, like that for instance, are something that is quite frustrating, I think, for us console players. You know, we have very little input on the game, to be honest, as far as specs and things like that, and yeah, just for it to run smoothly would be an amazing thing. But we'll see what happens, won't we? Quite looking forward to, well, not to give too much away, but yeah, new crops as well. Want to have a go at them, and yeah, recently added or talked about this week are the last couple of crops. So we've got rice and spinach, and then yeah, they've now told us that we're getting peas and green beans as well. So yeah, lots of new crops, and obviously all the crops that we've had this time round. So grapes and olives, and we've got all the new root crops as well, the parsnips, beetroot and carrots. So yeah, there's going to be lots of choice, lots of different things we can do within the game, and no doubt they'll have, well, I've already talked about yeah, buildings and things like that, increasing that. So building your own farmhouse, for instance, and building productions before you can use them, and little things like that, which are all going to add to the game, I think. There's always going to be naysayers and people that are not looking forward to things, but I personally think it's going to be amazing. And I have just had my birthday recently, so yeah, I treated myself to pre-ordering the game, so the channel will have footage from the new game as soon as it's released, hopefully, if I'm still got the time and the energy to do it, of course. But right, I'm going to get that onto there. Perfect. And I think is that all the wood collected up? Certainly looks like it. Good. Right. Nice. And restrap that. That is quite a good little haul of logs, that, actually. So, I think, well, we've got all the logs tidied away. I've got some on here, and obviously got some on here. Look at that. Doors open. That's fine. We've got our 2 grass fields. Sawmill wise, oh, is that not on? Let's have a quick look. What is that? Where is it? Oh, not got field info on. There we go. So what have we got? We've got 33,000 litres of wood in there, and 1,000 litres of wood chips. So there are going to be some things on the new map that I have to just miss out on. One mainly being, the contents of these greenhouses. So all this is going to have to go, obviously. But hopefully we can rectify things and transition as smoothly as possible. So with that in mind, we're going to leave the Mythical Woods. Thank you, Carl TG, for an absolutely brilliant map. But as I said, it is regret we're going to move, and we'll see you over on the next one. Hello everybody, and welcome to the Western Wilds. So, I decided to transition to this map, mainly because, I've not really had a chance to play on it, and good friend of the channel, whether he's still watching, Cobbler Farms, did a crossover between No Man's Land and this map right at the start of Farming Simulator 22, and really enjoyed his playthrough on this map, and thought, well, FS 25 is coming along and it seems a good idea to jump on it before it's too late. So here we are. So as you can see, my money is roughly the same as it was on Mythical Woods, but a little bit less, if anything. And what I've done is I have got a load of wood on this trailer, like we did at the end of the Mythical Woods there, and we've also got our other log trailer full of wood down at our new farm, which we will go and have a look at in just a few minutes. So lots of people have played on this map, so I'm not going to talk about it too much, but what we're going to do at when we have enough funds is actually purchase this sawmill here. So the sawmill here is 20 grand. We do have 20 grand at the moment to buy it, but we're just going to earn a little bit more cash from the forestry up here, and what that is in turn going to do with the old exploit that's never really been changed, it will fill up this sawmill a little bit as well, so we're going to do that. So let's get this sold. There we go, so 3,100 for that. All my settings are the same, so we're playing on hard economy, everything's turned on, so all as before. And the one thing I have changed is we have turned stones on as well, so stones are now turned on. The other thing that I haven't done on this this setup compared to what we had before is I haven't created any fields yet. So the ground is as it is just now, and we're going to have to create some more fields. So we will do that, and then hopefully, yeah, everything will work out okay. Now I did think of starting in here, but it is quite a large farm plot, so my aim before the end of this series is to buy this and do it up as a new farm. That is my aim of this series. So yeah, the challenge, the survival challenge, is to survive and get that farm built. So here we are, this is our new place. So it's all marked out. The big difference we have, I guess, is this is now what we've got instead of greenhouse. So we've got ourselves a little garden plot. At the moment we have soybeans grown in there, but that is full of seed fertilizer and water. We have a sheep pen still, so that's just in here, and that is 25 sheep, just as we did before. So we're yet to get the animals, but we will do. And then this is our silage pit, and within here I have put 40,000 litres of chaff, just like we had back on Mythical Woods, and that is just started fermenting. So that is all set up. Still got, well, I've got our John Deere 6130, so that's here. We've got the log trailer, and that is full of logs, and then we have a few logs or trees cut down, and still got the Alice Chalmers ready to chop more down. As far as land goes, I think we've probably got the same or slightly more as we did before. We'll show you that in just a second. Water carrier I have changed out for this one, which is the Alien Gym one, which also takes methane as well. So that is our water carrier now. You saw that we've still got the same water collection windmill there, and then instead of just having a house, our house is within here now. So if I go in here and up the stairs, got this nice mezzanine, and in here is our sleep trigger. So we've got bed, a nice opening out into our beautiful pieces of land here, and then yeah, places to sit, all that sort of stuff. Even got a TV, so a slight upgrade to our last place, but yeah, still fairly similar. We've even got a proper bath in this one and a toilet, so yeah, slight upgrade to what we had before. In the barn we've got all the same equipment we had, so we've still got our trailer, we've got our baler, we've got our fertilizer spreader. We've swapped this out, so instead of the John Deere utility tractor, we've now got the International 70, and we've got a cultivator and the mower set up for that. And then yeah, we've still got our forage collector, and then outside we have Same attachments. So we've got the planer and pallet forks, seed, fertilizer, liquid fertilizer, solid fertilizer, and we did have our oh, I forgot to mention we have that as our workshop trigger, and then we've got this as our fuel point now. So we might, in fact, let's put 500 litres of fuel in that just now. Why is that there? Got the outhouse still, and I've put water in that, so that's started working, but obviously we've got less slurry in there than we did last time. And then finally out here we have another little barn, which has got the grass cutting stuff that we had before, our bale wagon, and this is the only change. We had the Deutz for Tedder before, and I've swapped out for this Vermeer. Similar working width, very similar working width, but just slightly different. And we've got our 49 bales that we had before, that we collected up on the last map. So all that's as it is. Land-wise, if we go up into the air, I think that's probably the easiest way to do it. So marked out our area with the blue barrels again. So we go right out to here, then down, and then right across here. So the reality is, because of this bridge here that you can't delete, I had to buy 2 plots, but what we're saying just now is we own this up to the road at the moment. The other plot, as you can see from the mini-map down there, stretches out to, yeah, roughly about here. So our first 85k will go towards the rest of this here, I think, unless we decide we'll leave that and, yeah, we purchase this plot, but we'll see how we get on. So I've got a little bit of work to do still. There's no fields, so I think I'm going to etch out a field in here to start with, right around here, and yeah, we'll just keep expanding out the way. I've got some trees to cut down, so I've got all these in here to cut down right to here, so we might well get rid of a lot of this forest in here, and also the trees down here as well, so might get rid of some of these in here, yeah, possibly these ones, and yeah, make some more fields. So I think first things first, we might chop some trees down, and it'll be quite good because we'll be able to see it this time, and yeah, we'll also get that full load of John Deere. Oh, I can't speak today. This full trailer load on the John Deere up to the sell point, and we'll get that sold as well, so we can get back down and collect all this pile here. But first off, we'll get some trees felled. So I'm pretty sure I have got this set to 6 meter logs as opposed to 6.5, which is what we had before. So get this chopped up. And then what I've been doing is the shorter ones like this can go onto here, like so. And then the bigger ones will get collected up with the John Deere 6130 afterwards, because these are too heavy to grab. So if I use this as a bit of a skidder and just do that, just makes it a little bit easier. So as I said, the idea is that we just get all these chopped, and then we can either create more fields, press the wrong button there, sorry, there we go. Yeah, so if we clear a lot of this land, then it's just going to make life a little bit easier, and we can get some use this land for another field, or potentially put some productions on it, or do whatever we want with it. It is a sandbox after all. So we'll see you in a few minutes. I'm going to time lapse this. We'll get a bunch of these trees chopped down, and then I'm not too far away. We'll get a bunch of these trees chopped down. We'll get a couple of loads sold, and then we'll see where we're at after that. Oh, it's not liking this tree, is it? Why is it not going around that? Chop that way too high. Never mind. Just didn't seem like it wanted to go around it for some reason. Let's put that this side. There we go. That's a thick old trunk, that one. Right, we'll see you in a couple of minutes, and let's let the deforestation commence. Alright, so this is a second load of wood. We'll get this up to the sell point here, and yeah, hopefully we'll earn some good money again. So I'll just stop there, and yeah, let's see what we get for it. Nice. Okay. So what I need to do, and I forgot about this, is I never purchased a repurchased the plough that we got at the start of this episode for this map. So what we're going to do that, and I also need to get a rear weight, because yeah, this is rather heavy for this tractor. So yeah, I think we'll do that. So let's just do that now. Now we've got a bit of cash behind us. So ploughs, we'll get the same case chisel plough. We'll get sweeps on it, and yeah, the larger size. So we'll get that, and then front weight, or our weight. That's 900. 1150. What else have I got? Yeah, that has got that's 1600 quid. Let's just go for this. There we go, and that's got a pin hitch on it as well, so hopefully we can still carry this trailer. So the plough is going to stay here for now. I will pick it up off screen, and we'll get we'll bring the Alice Chalmers up and pick it up, and then yeah, we can get on with some field creation probably next episode. There we go, that works, doesn't it? So let's get ourselves back to the farm, or our plot. Can't really call it a farm yet. And yeah, we'll see. Well, I'll show you how much deforestation there is, and I think what we'll do, we'll finish the episode cutting some grass. We've got a grass cutter. We've got the John Deere grass cutter, so we can use that, and I think we'll mark out our first field, and then next episode we can get that cut in with the plough, and get ourselves to the point where we can actually do some planting. Now, on Mythical Woods we obviously had 2 grass fields, and then we had that other field that was mostly done. It just needed finishing off with lime and then planting, and we're going to plant in spring. But I think what we're going to do on here, we'll get a winter crop in, just because we can, and yeah, that's just going to help sort of kickstart the farm a little bit, hopefully. So yeah, let's get ourselves back to our plot. I do really like this map, the more I drive about it. I love No Man's Land, but yeah, it's just a little bit different, this, isn't it? You know, there's a little bit more infrastructure, so yeah, it's good. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to save up, and we're going to buy the biogas plant, and we're also going to get ourselves the gold production and lime production on here as well going, so get all those things going. So yeah, as you can see, I've stacked up a few more of the straggly bits, but we've got all this to sell still, so I'll probably sell this stuff off screen between this episode and the next, and then I may well chop some more trees down ready to go, because if I go up into the sort of the overhead view, I'd like to make this into a field, potentially a grass field for our sheep. Then this is the one we're going to mark out just now in here. So let's get over to our grass cutter, wherever it is. This episode is going to be a bit longer just because we've transitioned to another map, so it's like starting again, isn't it? But but I'll try and keep it to an hour. Any longer than that and it'll just be too ridiculous, I think. But it is due to rain as well, so if we can get the grass cut, and when we gather this grass up, it's going to go into the silage bunker that's over. If you've not been on this map, there's a silage bunker over here by the biogas plant. So this thing here is a big silage bunker. So in effect, we've got the one at our farm that's got stuff going at the moment, and then we've got the one there as well. So I think we'll do that. So I'm going to get myself lined up. Get myself at 270. A little mini map at the bottom there. There we go. I think it's probably far enough. That doesn't look right. Where are we? I reckon we could come across a little bit. About there, maybe. There we go. Alright. Go forwards a little bit. If I zoom out, it'll give us a better idea of the size. So I think I will come across, I'll come across another couple of rows that way actually, but we'll get this marked out just now. And then I can get this all cut. May as well cut it and get some cash from this. So that's that angle. Cut this way a little bit. There we go. So this needs to be 180. That'll do the job. So this field is going to be a pretty good size actually. I think what we'll do here is we'll take in the contours of the forest as well, and then that will give us a little extra on this side, and we'll probably keep this bit of forest in here like so. And we get to 90. There we go. And we'll cut all the way down to the bottom here, and then it's a case of just filling in the filling in the blanks pretty much. But yeah, like I said, it's not a bad size. This takes us to our boundary, so kind of get that aligned up there. There we go, and then around to the side. So this is 0 or 360, depending on how you look at it. Like so. So that is our field boundary, and yeah, like I said, it's just a case of cutting this in. I think, yeah, we'll probably go another 3 rows this way, just to give us a little bit more field this way. Makes sense. There we go. We'll get this chopped, and yeah, I think when you see us next we'll have this all cut. I'll probably be in the midst of collecting the grass up, and yeah, we'll get just now we'll get this all cut, yeah, and then yeah, we'll bring you in on the next episode and get it all collected up. But yeah, I think I can get away with another 2 rows this way. Let's have a look, shall we? Missing bits of grass. It's not so good. But yeah, going to be a little bit of work off screen, I think, to get this series where I needed to get it before the end of Farming Simulator 22. There's got a little bit of catching up to do, and yeah, hopefully, yeah, we can put in a few productions that are gonna pay us well and give us the option to expand a little bit more quickly as well. That's probably enough, actually. I don't want to go any closer to this edge of forest, so I think, yeah, we'll just start filling in this edge now, or filling in the middle, should I say, and get it all done. Right, so line this up again. Yeah, I think that'll do. Yeah, so if I can get productions in, and yeah, purchase the ones Alien Gym has provided as well, because they're a good price, then yeah, we can start really progressing. I am tempted to put the coffee stuff back in, but there is a new mod that's just come out, the herb gardens, so I think we're going to use them. So we might put them in next episode. We'll just see how much money we make from this wood, and then yeah, go from there. But yes, I think we'll let's just finish the episode here, shall we? As I said, off screen, I'll get the rest of this cut. We'll get we'll start collecting it up. The trees over there, I'll do another two 2 or 3 loads, whatever it takes to get that timber to the sawmill. And then, yeah, as I said, next episode we can start cutting in some fields. Because I've got stones on as well now, we'll need to do some sort of stone collecting, and that will eventually go into the, well, gold production, I guess, and the limestone production, so we can do that. And that's gonna, yeah, really give us a nice bit of income as well. So there are some other stone production mods as well that I might look at, but we'll start with those ones, I think. Right, hope you enjoyed it. Let us know what you think about moving to this map, and yeah, if you have enjoyed the episode, don't forget to hit that like button. If you want to subscribe to the channel, please do, and if you want to share a comment, you are more than welcome to, and I will get back to you as soon as I possibly can. But for now, from the Mythical Woods, stroke the Western Wilds, take care, and we will see you all very, very soon. All the best.